Welcome into Once Upon a Sunday Fantasy Football Podcast. I am your host Josh. With me is Dirtbag Dave, and do not have Marco today as his basement got flooded, or I don't know. I don't know wherever he's at, the sewer. Maybe they weren't open today. I don't know.
Who
He's not
knows? Who
here, but it's
knows?
just us. It's just the OG. Today we're doing just straight up NFL predictions. Shouldn't There's not much fantasy going. Yeah, there is. There's a lot of fantasy. We just had so many live drafts, Dave. I know you're
It was
falling
the best
asleep.
weekend, dude. I'm tired, man. I'm still tired. I'm still tired from the weekend. We had, I don't know. I had 4 live drafts. I don't know. I know you had a bunch, so yeah, I'm still catching up on sleep.
I had an internet draft on Thursday, which I crushed. Crushed. Best team ever.
Of course.
I'll probably finish like 6th. Friday night I had my main league that's been going on since high school. All those guys did a terrible job. Terrible. I just, hey, look, guys, when you're doing a live draft and you have a simple okay, I'm taking Javonte Williams, and you're walking up on that board, you don't need to go grab anyone else. That's what I did. I just messed that. I was drinking a little bit. Saturday we had that draft, and Sunday we had that draft. So yeah, 4 straight days of drafting, and I still got 3 more to go.
I'm a little jealous. I'm out of drafts. I'm out of live drafts. So
yeah, what
that's
were
awesome for you though?
Biggest takeaways from your live? I know they're all home leagues. They're not like but hey, everyone's drafting home leagues. Like that's the majority of people. So
yeah,
what's your biggest takeaway?
Damian Pierce ended up going way higher than I realized, and then once I thought about it, I was like, well, that's probably where you should go. So I guess I was just wrong on it. Brian Robinson was awesome. I got him super late in every draft, and then we found out some bad news about him Sunday afternoon, almost exactly right after our drafts ended. Hopefully he's okay. It seems like he is. And then idiots just drafting backup quarterbacks. Like, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? You got Patrick Mahomes. Let me take a really good backup already. Why? You're wasting a draft spot. But hey, it's home league, so just expect that. Whatever, it is what it is.
Gosh, that's brutal. I know exactly who you're talking about. And
well, it's not just one. There was a lot of guys. Like half the leagues. Like I got Patrick Mahomes. I'm gonna draft whoever here in the 8th round. I got Josh Allen. Let me take it back. Why? You're never gonna use these guys. But that's the home leagues. That happens every year.
It's my biggest takeaway is always the same thing. It's the same thing like you're saying. They don't understand why in a Yahoo league, why are you drafting a defense? Why are you drafting a kicker? If you still use those positions, that's fine. You don't have to draft them. You can draft all bench spots players and hope one pops. Before that's Saturday before later. Week 1. Pick one up before literally game day. Mm-hmm. You're good to go. I mean, I don't understand why people still do that, especially early. I saw someone take a defense in the 9th round in one of my leagues. It was
so early.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, but hey, it's all fun. Honestly, getting together with your friends.
It's the best time of the year.
Is the best. And trashing their team. God, Renee, your team is so
of course.
Bad.
So bad. It's so bad.
No, I was kidding. I'm kidding. Your team's awesome. But let's get right into these division breakdowns. These these predictions. I think I have one upset. I think you're gonna be like, Josh, what are you doing?
I'm not gonna lie. I forgot to put down wild cards. I'll get to them as they go. That's all right. Okay, go ahead.
Get to them as they
go. Yeah, we'll figure it out as we go. I got the division winners though.
So we will start with the AFC East, where we have the New York Jets at plus 2,200, the Patriots at plus 475, Dolphins at plus 475, and the Buffalo Bills are the crazy favorites that we all know, minus 225 to win. This one seems like a slam dunk. It's Josh Allen's world, and we're just all living in it.
Pretty much. I got Buffalo. I think they're the best team honestly in the NFL, so I picked them. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair for you to say I don't see anyone dethroning them. I don't think that's fair because anything could happen. It's the NFL.
Well, of course, anything can happen, but I'd be surprised if Buffalo didn't win this division. That's all I'm saying.
Well, let's talk about it. What would be the surprise? What would need to happen for Buffalo not to win?
Josh Allen have to get hurt.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing.
That's the only thing.
What if a couple key defensive players go down? Like it's only Josh Allen. If they have Josh Allen, it doesn't matter.
Nope, it doesn't matter. It's like Patrick Mahomes. Like you got these guys, like they're just better than everybody else. So yeah.
Well, you got the New England Patriots who have Bill
Trash.
He's just trash. He's
trash.
I mean, come on.
I didn't say Belichick was trash. I said the Patriots are trash. No, they're not trash.
They're not trash. They're going to be a pesky team, though. They beat Buffalo.
They always are. They always are. They're fine. Listen, I'm taking Buffalo. and you can have every other team if you want, and we can bet it if you want.
I'm
But give me
taking
Buffalo pretty easily.
I'm taking Buffalo too, but Dave, how much of a fun show would this be? I'm taking Buffalo. Who's next? I'm
I
taking
mean,
the
I'm just
Raiders.
saying,
Who's next?
like it's pretty easily
Okay,
for
well,
this division.
since you don't have your wild cards written down, would you consider having any of these players? Because now there are teams in the wild card position. Because I see at least two teams that could make it out of this division. I see one team
Yes,
as a clear loser, is the Jets. Of course, I think they're dead last. But I think if Tua, I know it's if Tua, that's everything that comes out of my mouth these days. If Tua can figure it out, they're definitely a playoff team. I think so. Their
I
defense is
think so
top
too.
five. And if they have Tyreek and Waddle in that running back room, their offense could easily be top 10. So how are you
I
going to have a
agree.
top 5 defense and a top 10 offense out of the playoffs?
I think that they're one of the contenders for the playoffs for the wild card. Absolutely.
I think so too, just because defense alone. All right, so since you are bored with this division because it's so easy, we'll
So
move
easy.
on. We'll move on to the next one, where we have the AFC North, where the Steelers are plus 1,000, last place Browns plus 400, Bengals plus 165, and the Baltimore Ravens plus 140. Anything
Hmm.
surprise you there?
No, it's about right. Came out of those two teams, the top two teams for me.
Yeah, just imagine if Deshaun Watson never got suspended
Man,
or
that'd be fun to
extended.
watch.
The preseason odds, the Browns were the favorites at plus 170. It's obviously moved to 400 as of now, but it comes down to three teams, and even the Steelers. We've seen time and time again. You said it yourself. Trust Tomlin. You love Tomlin. You're a Tomlin
Hmm.
guy. What if he
I
can't
agree.
make it work with Trubisky and Pickett or whatever has to happen? He can lean on Najee. He can lean on that defense. They seem to always beat Cleveland. They seem to always put on a good matchup against the Bengals. This division is going to be tough. I don't think this plus 1,000 is crazy for the Steelers. They have
Yeah,
a
I think
decent
that's
shot.
too low. I think that's way too low. I think it'll come down to the last week or two, and it's going to be a three-team race. I don't think it'll be Cleveland either. He's one of those three teams, just because they don't have Watson. I don't think Brissett's that guy to get them there. I picked Cincinnati. I went with the team that went to the Super Bowl last year. I like Joe Burrow. I really like the Ravens too. They're solid. I obviously think Pittsburgh is good, but I think Cincinnati is better, and that's my pick.
Oh, so I went opposite with you. It's our first disagreement. I went the Ravens. I think a
Okay.
healthy Lamar. I think a healthy, fast Lamar with Rashad Bateman and these guys can really pull it out. Dobbins, if he's healthy, I think them signing Kenyon Drake, if they did sign him already, is a good thing because Mike, what was it, Mike Davis? That's not the answer
Mike
over there.
Davis.
That's not the answer, man. At least Kenyon Drake is a little bit younger than Mike Davis, but I think if Lamar's healthy, I'm not going to say he's the MVP this year because that's not my pick. Spoiler, but I do think he's going to put up video game numbers, and he's going to be the Lamar we saw 2 years ago. Because last year he was injured, and people forget how good he was or how good he is as an
Oh,
NFL football player.
he was the MVP like what 2 years ago. So I like I said, it came down to me between Cincinnati and Baltimore. I picked Cincinnati just barely, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens won it because I do think that they're another great team with great coaching, and it's going to come down to the last week of the season.
Yeah, and it's going to come down to the Bengals' offensive line too if they can block, because they should never escape that game where Joe Burrow was getting murdered in the playoffs, but they did. If they can't address that offensive line, which I think they did a good job, I think adding Alex Kappa and getting some other guys in there, it's going to help protect Burrow. Maybe their defense is suspect. That's kind of what scares me as well. Because I mean, if you can't stop Lamar, you're not winning the division. And I mean, can they stop Lamar? I don't know. So going Baltimore, but I definitely
All right.
see a wild card team there. Gonna go with my next pick. AFC South, Houston Texans, plus 3,000. Jacksonville Jaguars, only plus 800. Only plus 800. So they're saying the Jaguars have a better shot to win their division than the Pittsburgh Steelers do. Tennessee Titans plus 180, and the Colts are the big favorites at minus 140.
Who you got?
Oh, you want me to go first? I got the Colts.
Yeah.
Come on. I got the Colts. This is easy. This is one of those layups.
I don't think it's easy. I think the Titans are going to be competitive, but I picked the Colts also. I think they have the running game. They have probably the best. Titans might have the best defense. That's close. But I went with the Colts. I just feel like the Titans are coming a little bit back down to earth, and I like. I don't trust Matt Ryan. I feel like he's not the guy, but I think they're the best overall team. Although I really like the Titans. I don't know. I think it's
Yeah.
really close.
So the Titans just missed my wild card spot too. I was going to put them in there, and I had to knock them out last second because, yes, I do believe Vrabel can coach them to win some games. Henry's going to run them into some games, but you don't have AJ Brown anymore, and Traylon Burks is not going to step right in and just replace him. You can't bet on that. It could happen, but you can't bet on that at all. And you have no
Yeah.
one that scares you. You have nobody. Now you lost AJ Brown. You have nobody in that offense besides Henry that you're scared of. So it makes your team that much easier to defend. Tannehill, I guess his magical run's over.
Yeah.
We saw that last year. So what do they do there? Are they going to have controversy with Malik Willis? I don't know. I highly doubt Willis sees the field this year, but Colts, I think Matt Ryan's okay. He's just not. He had no protection at all in Atlanta, and you know that. He had no protection. I think with Michael Pittman and with that offensive line and with Jonathan Taylor, he's going to surprise you. He's going to be a good NFL quarterback.
He is. He's smart. I don't know. I don't know how good he is anymore. Maybe it was just that Atlanta wasn't that good, which they weren't. They're terrible. But I don't know. Seems like once these guys are to a certain age and their original team gets rid of them, they've only it's like with Philip Rivers. Like he's gonna have 1 year, I think, then he's gonna be out of here. But maybe two. We'll see. Anyways, he's fine. He's good enough to get them to the playoffs, I think, for a year or two. And that's what I think. I picked the Colts too, so we agreed.
So we are in agreement on everything so far except for the one division. But here's the fourth division in the AFC.
Ooh, this is gonna be a good one.
Which I thought I was being slick by picking a underdog, which I didn't pick the underdog. I'm looking up the odds for the first time, and I thought I was being slick. So the Vegas Raiders are plus 600, the Denver Broncos are plus 275, the Chargers are plus 220, and the Chiefs are plus 175. I went Kansas City. I went Kansas City. I thought I was gonna be slick and picking like the underdog. But so I had the Chargers.
Of course, they're the favorite.
They're not the.
Of course, they're the favorite.
They're
yes,
not the
they
favorite
are.
in the world
In that division.
No, hold on. They're not the favorite to like. They're the favorite to casuals, but the people like people are
no
hammering the Broncos. They're hammering the Broncos right now in the Chargers.
Really?
Yeah,
the Chargers. Okay, so I picked the Chargers, but I'm changing it right now. I'm going to the Chiefs. I'm changing it on the fly because I thought about it. I'm not going against Mahomes right now. Like I'm just not. I think he's too good. Just like I was just talking about, he's too good of a player. And until they knock him off, I do like the hype with Justin Herbert and the Chargers. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it right now.
You know me. I've been pumping up. The Chargers have been my
I thought
Super
for
Bowl
sure
pick.
you were going with the Chargers.
They were my Super Bowl pick all the way up until about 7:04 p.m. tonight. That's when I scratched off the Chargers. And I said, what am I doing? The Chargers are going to charge her, no matter who's the quarterback. Philip Rivers.
I thought about that too. That's what I just thought about too.
Like, that's what the Chargers do. And whether you like it or not, NFL franchises have this thing where that's your thing, where the Jets can't get a good quarterback, where the Bears will never have a good quarterback, where whatever, that's your thing. And the Chargers thing is getting just being the darlings and just totally fucking it up. Just shit show, but you're just close enough to make it, but you don't. And you don't bet against Mahomes. You don't.
That's what I said. That's why I changed it literally right now. I wrote down Chargers and I changed it.
He hears everything. He sees everything. People are saying, "Oh, you lost Tyreek." Blah blah blah. He sees everything. We've seen in the preseason, like he scored a touchdown every drive. I felt like I don't know if he ever went 3 and out. It was ridiculous. It don't matter if he started the MVS, McCole Hardman, Sky Moore, Kelsey. It don't matter. He's gonna get his 350. He's gonna get his 4 touchdowns. They're gonna score points. Always better. And plus Andy Reid. Come on. How can we doubt?
I was gonna say they got better coaching. Yep.
Yeah.
I changed it to Chiefs too.
And it's sick. We're not even talking about the Broncos, which we should, because they have a great shot. Obviously,
I think they're really good too. Yeah.
Their defense is probably the second best in the division. Russell Wilson coming over. We've seen what they did with Peyton Manning. Is this going to be the same situation where Peyton Manning and Russell Wilson just all have this awesome year with Denver? Is he going to link up with Sutton and bring and just revive Jerry Jeudy? That's going to be awesome. Javonte Williams is hungry. They're probably the top 5 running back in the NFL. That's going to be a hard team, man. Like we both said Chargers and Chiefs. None of us said Broncos, and we're not even talking about the Raiders. And any of those teams can win that division. Any of them.
Honestly, I agree. I think that division, that's gonna be fun to watch. That division, good luck. But I'm going with the best quarterback and the best coach. So that's what I'm going with.
Fair point. So wild cards. I know you said you don't have them. Did you?
I just wrote them down though.
All right, cool. Give me your 3 wild cards. Then.
I'm gonna go. I think it's gonna be this one was my number 1 is I'm gonna take the Chargers for sure. I'm taking the Ravens for sure, and then the last one came down to Miami and the Broncos. I'm gonna go with Miami, but that's gonna be close. And honestly, the Raiders too, I think are really close. So I think, I'm gonna say Miami.
So who are your 3 again? You said Miami,
Chargers, and Ravens.
Dang, we're kind of close. I got Chargers, Broncos, and Dolphins.
I almost picked the Broncos.
I got the Dolphins sneaking in with the last wild card spot.
You got Cincinnati not making the playoffs? Man.
Dude, the AFC's rough.
They are. The AFC is stacked. Dude, I know.
The
I
Broncos,
agree.
like, I'm not saying that I don't know who the Bengals play this year. I should have looked at their schedule, but I really don't care. Teams are going to win. It doesn't matter. Just beat the team in front of you. But when the Bengals are going to face an elite pass rush, they will crumble. Look, I'm not going to be in this la world where Joe Burrow caught fire the last 5 weeks of the season, including the playoffs, because the first 16 games he was just average. He was just an average quarterback running a slow system with a slow offense, making slow passes. He really was. And then at last, week 16, 17 in the playoffs, they caught fire. What Joe Burrow are we going to get? What offense are we going to get? I know, you got to project forward.
They're pretty good.
No, I know, but they were, like I said, they were also 31st in run plays. They don't have a fast offense at all. What happens if they start going 3 and out? Well, Joe Burrow's getting sacked, or Joe Burrow's a little too cocky and throw some interceptions. That's going to be some problems.
It could happen.
So I just think they overachieved, and they're going to fall back a little bit. Yeah. Plus, everyone got better. Everyone got better.
You're right.
Broncos got better.
I agree.
Dolphins got better. Like, all these teams got that much better. The AFC is not fair.
The AFC is really, really bad.
The AFC is
really good.
It's freaking stacked. It's not even fair. All right, let's go to the NFC, where we start with the NFC East. The New York Giants plus 750, Washington Commanders plus 500, Philadelphia Eagles plus 150, and the Dallas Cowboys plus 140. This one was tough. This one's probably one of the hardest ones for me, because it's 2 teams. It's obviously Dallas and Philly. Do you think Dak puts it together? Do you think McCarthy can get it done? Or do you think the new system over there in Philadelphia with A.J. Brown and these running backs are going to get it done? I picked Dallas.
I did Dallas also. I thought you were going to go Philly.
I went Dallas straight up because I just thought, first off, it's a homer pick, and I don't even like them. I just love Zeke. I love Dak. I love Micah Parsons. I just love Diggs. I love the whole team is fun, right? It's like a bunch of professional wrestlers or big musicians got together and just made a team. Like, everyone has a personality. It's fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think when Dak has a lot to prove, and I think Hurts, he made the playoffs. He got some experience. He played very bad. But I don't have them missing the playoffs, but I just don't have them winning the division.
I agree. I picked Dallas, and I got Philly as a wild card.
Yeah, Philly as a wild card too. That was pretty simple because the Commanders have no shot, especially with Carson Wentz there, and the New York Giants. You can forget about that. Did I tell you about the Dayball guy? Did we talk about Dayball?
Nope. I saw your show the other day, though.
Okay.
I heard a little bit of it. I didn't watch all of it, but I heard you talking about him and about his offenses or something.
Terrible. Like 27th overall.
Until he got Josh Allen.
So
I saw that, yeah.
What's going to happen? Who knows?
I agree. I mean, that's a great quarterback. Makes you look good. Gets you guys hired.
Adam Gase, man. He got paid like 8 more years afterwards. NFC North. This is your division. We're going with the Bears, 1,300 plus, Lions plus 900, Vikings plus 250, and the Green Bay Packers minus 170.
Well, I know
I
who you're
know.
taking, and I
I
know
know who
who I'm
you're taking.
taking.
I know you're
So
taking.
okay, so simple. I got Vikings. You got Packers. It's that easy.
I went Vikings.
Yeah.
I went Vikings. I went Minnesota. Minnesota, you know more than anyone. They lost the most freaking last second bullshit. Missed a field goal. The other team kicks like an 80-yard field goal or
Uh,
whatever it may
every
be.
fucking week.
It was just miserable week after week after week.
Uh,
I think they are going to be very good this year. I think I have them winning at least 12 games, winning this division.
oh,
I think Green Bay
nice.
takes a step back. I do think they make the playoffs. I have them in my wild card as well. I just don't think they have Aaron Rodgers. And we've
Exactly.
seen when Aaron Rodgers struggles, when he doesn't have his guy, he's a crybaby. And I love him. But he loses his contempo. Like he just loses everything. So I don't know. Minnesota, new offense, new fun. They just traded for Jalen Rager. They have 2 first-round
Let's
picks.
go.
They have 2 first-round receivers. Let's go. I'm in.
I'm excited for the team. I'm really excited for the offense. I feel like the sky's the limit for the offense. We talked about it all season. I think Justin Jefferson's gonna be crazy good. Cousins, I think, is gonna have his best year there. And the defense can't be worse than it was last year. I can guarantee that. The Packers, I get again the same thing. They got Rodgers, so they're going to be competitive just because he's that good. The defense is solid, so I mean they're not terrible, and I get them as a wild card too.
Yeah. So what do you think happens with Detroit and Chicago? Do you think they even
I
do
think
you think
Chicago is going to be competing for a top 5 draft pick, and I
oh,
think Detroit is going to be competitive. 7, 8, 9 wins. Like I could see that happening. Maybe get to 10. I don't think they're there yet, but I think they have some pieces, and I think that they're going to be like right around 500, somewhere like
I
that.
I think, and people are gonna say I'm wrong, and they're not gonna do it obviously because it's not gonna happen this year. But if they traded for Jimmy Garoppolo or a competent quarterback, I don't think Jared Goff's a competent quarterback. I just don't. Sean McVay couldn't make him work. If Sean McVay can't make you work, then what are you doing in the NFL? Dan Campbell's not going to make you work. I just think he's suspect. If you go look at his numbers last year, and I know this because I rostered him in all my fantasy leagues, and I told everyone week 1 he's going to be the cheapest, best streaming quarterback ever. Dude was scoring like 8 points, 7 points, like doing nothing. Like what's different? What changed? Nothing changed. He has the same
Not a
people.
lot. I mean,
No. So why
yeah,
is he getting this hype up again? Like he wasn't good last year. And I don't
he
understand why
he's
people are
not
hyping him
good.
up.
He's an average quarterback, like you said. That's what he is. He's not terrible, but he's not that good either. And the team around him isn't great. So that's why, like I said, I think he's like 7, 8 win team. I think they'll be better, not terrible. They're not gonna be, shit show like in the past, but I don't think they're like gonna be like competing for the division like some people seem to think they are because the Hard Knocks. That's why. If you see
Yeah.
them on Hard Knocks and it doesn't matter. Everyone's hyped up. Like like you, they're like all over. I'm on St. Brown. He's shredded. I'm taking him like in all my drafts.
I
Like
didn't take it. That's a lie. I
Aiden
never said that.
Hutchinson.
Yeah,
Yes, you
Aiden
were like,
Hutchinson.
Aiden Hutchinson's so awesome.
He's
Like all this
awesome.
stuff.
His
Like
family
that's
sucks, but he's
that.
awesome.
So I mean, he's got hot sisters. So
Like
but
this game is
that's
like
all.
this. Did you watch it? Did you watch the episode?
I have only watched like one episode of that.
Where she
No.
goes, where she goes, oh my God, this is like so different than being in Michigan because like we're inside. And that was it. What the fuck?
Listen, some people say dumb stuff. I'm sure someone in your family said dumb shit before in the past. It doesn't mean everyone should think they're annoying.
I say it every day. I say dumb stuff every day.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go on to the next division because this one should be fun. The NFC South. All of our friends, they love one team up here. The Falcons are plus 3,000. Panthers are plus 1,100. What with Baker there? The Saints are plus 325, and the Bucks are minus 275. You already know who my pick. I got money on it.
Yeah, I'm going with. You can call it chalk, whatever, but I'm not betting against Brady. You can do that, but I'm not going to do that.
I am 1,000% going the Saints. I'm
You're gonna be
going.
wrong on this
I
one.
know. No, I don't think I'm gonna be wrong. You know how much? Do you know how much teams go in and out of the NFL playoffs every single year?
Yeah, I do.
Why can't the Saints have a good year? Why can't Jameis
They
and Michael
could.
Thomas? Why can't this defense, who's fair? The defense is awesome. The defense is really good. They've
It's
gotten
okay.
they're better than they used to be,
They're
and
not terrible.
they could definitely get the Brady. Dude, that offensive line is in shambles. You know this. We know this. That offensive
Oh, for
line
sure. That's going to be their main issue is the offensive line for the Bucks.
and
But it's still Brady. I'm not betting against Brady. Same reason we talked about Mahomes. Like, come on, you're gonna bet on Jameis Winston over Tom Brady. That's what you're telling me.
what's gonna happen when Tom Brady's getting sacked 5 times a game or
Come
he's
on,
getting
that's not gonna. They're not
pressure?
gonna let that happen. He's too smart. He's like Peyton Manning. Like those guys are just smarter than everything. Like
Look,
how many? First of all, how many teams until the playoffs come out can like really bring the pass rush and like really affect them? It's gonna happen. Sure, it'll happen every now and then, but not enough teams have that kind of heat where they can like affect Brady that much. That's all I'm saying.
the Saints
And
do.
now you talk about the okay, so the Saints play him twice. You just say they beat him twice. Who cares? Like,
Panthers have it.
do they really? Who's their, I don't even know who their best pass. Burns. Burns is really good, but
Yeah,
like
it's
still,
really good. But
okay, they
look, I'm
still
not
got
saying it's just the
tackle.
pass. I'm not saying that. You got Evans already injured with the hamstring. You know he does that all the time. You have
You got Julio.
Julio's who literally just flick his hamstring. You flick it, and it's freaking destroyed. Godwin's coming
Listen,
off that injury, bad injury. You know, like it's not like they didn't get better. They did not get better.
I mean, they definitely got some worse. I mean, they don't have Gronk coming back, but they got Julio.
Is Brady
You know,
invested? Is he
they
invested?
got that
Does he
could
care?
be an issue. You're right.
Does
Like,
he care?
who knows why he was gone for 2 weeks? I mean, was he doing the Matt Singer or was he dealing with a pissed off wife or who knows? Who knows? Like, does he just not want to do it anymore? I don't know. But I know that Brett Favre missed training camp. Those guys don't. He's too old. They don't want to be there. Like they don't want to do all this
You're
stuff.
right.
So
He doesn't want to be in Tampa.
that might be true. But when he comes back, he's too prideful to not give his all. That's all I'm saying. He's not
No,
gonna go out like that.
I totally get
So
that. That's why he's going to play in Miami next year, and they're going to win with Tyreek and all these
well,
guys.
that might
That's
be
what's going to
true.
happen.
Until that happens, I'm still taking Brady in the Bucks.
I got the Saints,
So
and I hope it happens because I hope what I bet Saints win the division and the Bucks
yeah,
win
that was
more than
dumb.
11
That
and
was
a half
dumb.
games or something. But Jerry said he's not going to bet me, so whatever. He's a jerk. All right, next division. We go to the NFC West, where we have the Seahawks plus 2,500, the Cardinals plus 380, 49ers plus 160, and LA Rams are only plus 120. I thought they'd be in the minus category, but they're not. This one's easy as well. We all know. We're all picking chalk here. Or are
I
we?
got the Rams.
You got the Rams.
Yeah,
Rams, you got to bet on the Rams. They're too good. You know, they're stacked. They just seem to have unlimited first round picks. And they're like this year, you're
they
going to
just
see,
trade them all.
the Rams traded the Dolphins a first round pick for Xavier Howard. What win?
Yeah, like from
2042.
like 20. Yeah, exactly. They don't care about picks. But you know what? I'm not mad about that at all because I've always said just go for it. You know what I mean? Like, and they did it and it worked last year. So good for them.
Yeah, it's
Um,
kind of how you treat your dynasty leagues, where you're like, fuck it,
yeah,
like
just
win.
let me trade this pick for a proven player.
Yep.
And if it works out and you win, then who cares about that pick at that point? You know what I mean? So
Exactly. That's what the Rams are doing. But the 49ers, with Trey Lance, I think their odds are too, if you're thinking about betting on this, like, plus 160, not with Trey Lance. I don't think he's the guy to win you games. He's going to be good for fantasy. Maybe they don't need it because they'll just run the ball every single time. I don't know. Just the Rams are super easy to me. And our wild cards are, who do you have?
we have the Packers, the Eagles, and the 49ers. It's my wild cards.
49ers. I have the Bucks because I think they're going to make the playoffs. Eagles and Packers.
I got Philly, or I got the 49ers because I still like their coach. Shanahan's really smart. And if Lance is good, even as long as he's not terrible, they got playmakers everywhere. You got Debo, you got Ayuk, you got Kittle, they got
Mhm.
guys that can run the ball, that's always worked running the ball. So I like they play great defense. So I like them more
It's
than the Saints.
so we're not going to do a whole playoff breakdown seeding. I just want to know, who do you see in the AFC title game and the NFC title game, and who do you see in the Super Bowl, and who wins?
All right, AFC, I'm going Buffalo because I think
Well,
this
no,
is their
so they're
year.
hosting the AFC title game against two. They're hosting it. They're hosting the AFC title game. 14
Chiefs again.
seconds. 14 seconds
Chiefs.
left.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I mean, No one else jumps off the board at me. Let's go with KC again. Mahomes. How much do we want to see that happen again? How great of a game was that? So let's do it
It was,
again.
it was awesome. So I want
Yeah,
to see. I think it's going to be the Bills hosting. Wait for it. Broncos.
Ravens. Oh, whoa.
Whoa, right? I'm just thinking
Okay.
Russ is going to find that magic. That defense is very solid.
Dude, they could be. They're a
That
sleeper
run
team for
team
sure.
is built. That team is built for the playoffs with Javante and Melvin Gordon just fucking getting down their throats. So I think they're going to sneak in, surprise everyone, Broncos in the AFC title game, but eventually lose as I pick Bills.
I really want to change it to get the Broncos into the playoffs somehow, but I don't know who to take out. There's so many good teams.
I know. It's too good.
So
See, I have a
it's
team that's not even in your playoffs going to the AFC
yeah,
title game. That's crazy.
it's
And I
really
have
good.
them as the 4, 5, 6 seed. I have them as the 6 seed. So that means they got to go on the road twice.
Yeah,
That's insane. But I think the Bills win the AFC title game and they're in the Super Bowl.
I think so too.
NFC, who's hosting the NFC title game?
This is for me. There's three teams I like more than the others. I'm gonna go. I hate to say it. I'm gonna go Vikings and Bucks. Those are my two teams.
So who's
Vikings and the
hosting it?
Bucks.
That who's hosting it?
The Vikings are hosting it.
Wow,
So
wow!
let's go.
This is like the biggest I want to be a homer with my friends pick of all time.
No, I hate you. I hate the Bucks. You know that. But still think that it was between the Bucks and the Rams. But I still like Brady, man. Like Brady, when you talk bad about him, he's coming after you. Like he just is. I hate to say it. I hope I'm wrong. Like I'm so tired of it, but like it is what it is. He's great. So that's what I'm going with.
So I have the Rams hosting it, and definitely a different team going to the NFC title game. I feel like me and you are like so off on this one. I got the Rams and I got the Saints.
No,
Yep. I'm so hardcore into the Saints this year. I don't think you realize how much I
I
like the
d-
Saints this year.
apparently I don't know why, but apparently
I just think with the new coaching staff, with the new scenery, with Michael Thomas being happy, with Jameis Winston finding a home and having a purpose, like let's hope Jameis can stay healthy because last year he was very good before that injury. So I think he likes to be liked, and they like him there. So he's going to perform. Plus the LASIK, man, the LASIK's awesome. We see what he can do with when he's blind. What can he do when he's not blind? All right, so Super Bowl. Who gets to the Super Bowl? I have
you got Buffalo and the Rams. That's what I think you got.
Buffalo Rams. Buffalo
I got
Rams.
I got Buffalo and Minnesota. Shocking.
Shocking. It's like, oh, all my friends like the Bucks and Bills, so I'm just gonna make sure you
I
really
think Buffalo's best team last year.
the
I think they should have won the Super Bowl.
Vikings though. Like I
I
like
do.
them.
I
You're just
do.
being the biggest
No,
homer of all time.
well, yes, I am being a homer. Well, I admit that. Two, the NFC is not that strong. I
Mm.
think the Vikings. You just said they're going to win 12 games. If they win 12 games, they're going to be a top 2 or 3 seed. Like
Yeah, but they'll
you
miss
act
a
like I'm
kick.
crazy.
Kirk Cousins
No,
can't perform in the
that's definitely
postseason.
possible. They miss a kick. I'm not arguing with you there, but let's not
It'll be
act
like
like
on
they're.
the 19-yard line, Blair
Oh,
Walsh or whoever you
here
have
we
line
go.
up.
All I'm saying is you just
Wide
said they're going to win
left.
12 games. So it's not out of if that happens, you can't tell me they're not a Super Bowl contender in the
Yeah, they are.
NFC.
They
Where
are.
to me the best teams are the Rams, Bucks. Those are like to me the two best teams, and then I'd say Dallas and Minnesota. And I know you like the Saints. That's fine, but
Yeah,
I don't see any reason why if they win 12 games they don't have a chance.
you're right. Hey, look, the Bengals made it. Joe Burrow
So
made it. Like literally anything's possible,
there
apparently.
you go.
So
That's
do
it.
you want to go? So we have the MVPs, we have the offensive player of the year, the defensive player of the year. That's all we're
Yeah,
doing. We're not doing
let's do
this
it.
rookie of the year or
Yeah,
new
that's too
coach of the
much.
year. Too much work. So let's start. We'll lead up to the MVP. So we'll start with the defensive player of the year.
I had two guys I was going back and forth on. I was gonna say TJ Watt, but I'm gonna go with Michael Parsons.
Damn it. I'm going
You
Michael
think
Parsons.
then I'm gonna change it to Watt because I don't want to have the same pick as you. So I'll go
Yeah.
TJ Watt's such a beast, and but
Actually,
I had Parsons too.
I'm gonna look up the player odds, defensive player of the year. Because I really want to know these. I didn't look up these odds at all. I just thought Michael Parsons is my favorite player in the
Yeah.
NFL, probably besides Rodgers. Like what? So I'll tell you the odds right now. If you want to bet,
Let's hear it.
And this is on what site is this on? DraftKings. So TJ Watt plus 700, Aaron Donald plus 700, Myles Garrett plus 750, Micah Parsons plus 1,000, Nick Bosa plus 1,400, Chase Young plus 2,000. Ooh, Danielle Hunter plus 2,500.
Ooh.
So those are like, and then if here's some deep ones I really like. Bradley Chubb plus 3,000. And I really, really like. I know this is never going to happen, but Darius Leonard plus 5,000. I love him for the Colts. I think he's a great player.
He is.
He's a great player. But
He's
yeah,
stud.
so all right. Offensive player of the year as I Google that too.
This is my guy, Jefferson, baby. He's taking it. He's going. I said this on the other podcast I've been doing. I don't even know the name of it. I'm half asleep right now, but I'm going on after this, so I should know it, but I don't. Jefferson's gonna break the record for receiving yards in the season this year. So
wow, big, really?
Yep. He's gonna go nuts.
Really?
He's gonna be
Okay.
Cooper Kupp this year. Watch him.
I hope, dude. I really hope because I've been drafting him everywhere, and you know that. You know that.
Yeah, you should trade him to me, but you won't.
I'm going out on a limb, and I'm going to pray for his health, and I'm going to say he's the best NFL player when he plays a full season. We all know I'm going Christian McCaffrey. I think Christian McCaffrey could definitely win Offensive Player of the Year if he rushes for 1,000, catches for 1,000, does what does Christian McCaffrey things. I definitely believe it's going to be hard though in Carolina when they're so bad for him to win this award. They don't really give it to players like that. But Jonathan Taylor is the leader at plus 900, along with Cooper Kupp plus 900, Derrick Henry plus 1,200, Debo plus 1,200, your boy Justin Jefferson plus 1,600.
I'm betting that.
CMC plus 2,000. Here's some interesting ones. Jamar Chase plus 3,300. I would bet that. That's
a pretty good bet.
Yeah. Diggs plus 5,000. Jeez. Saquon plus 5,000. What do you think about that one?
I don't think that's going to happen, but it could. I mean, he's capable of putting up a monster season. So,
and here is my favorite deep bet. Kyle Pitts plus 8,000.
Ooh, that would be. He'd have to go nuts for that to happen.
1,600 yards. He's playing receiver this year. You know what's funny? You know why I drafted Kyle Pitts in all my leagues, and you know I did it super early. I didn't anywhere I can get him super early. I was going second round sometimes. He's gonna play wide receiver. He's gonna be a wide receiver. He's going to be just like a Michael Pittman in your tight end slot. So in my eyes, I think he's more valuable than a CeeDee Lamb because he's going to be playing tight end. He's not playing tight end. He's playing receiver. So that's why I was taking him everywhere. I didn't want to tell anyone that if they didn't already know. If they didn't already know, they're idiots. They shouldn't understand. All right, MVP.
I don't know. I probably got this is probably the easiest one, but I'm taking Josh Allen. I think he's the best player. I think he's the best quarterback, and I'm taking Josh Allen.
That's not who I picked. But he's plus. I got Patrick Mahomes. I think when they dominate, when he has nobody, and he's the only, he's throwing it at the bums. He's throwing it at the trash men, people that work in a grocery store yesterday, and he still throws for 5,000 yards and 40 touchdowns. Give him the MVP.
He'll probably win it. That's true.
He's the MVP, but he's plus 750, so that's second. Here's a surprising one if you want to bet this one. Kirk Cousins plus 5,000.
Bet it. MVP. Bet it. Sleeper bet. Sleeper MVP wins.
Lamar plus 2,000. He's below players like Matthew Stafford, Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow. Damn. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That seems low.
Yeah, that's a bet I would take too, Lamar, because obviously he can do it. But hey, we're gonna wrap this bitch up so you can get prepared for your other show. That's obviously awesome. I'll be watching. I like Sunglasses Dave.
Yeah, Sunglasses Dave.
I wish Sunglasses Dave would make an appearance over here.
Okay, maybe next week I'll bring him out. Maybe I'll bring him out.
Well, it's the first week of this. Wait, so
next week. Next week.
So we go on one more time before.
Yep, right before. I'll bring the sunglasses out next week.
Well, we need to make up a segment. Like, what is that? What's your gimmick? Are you just too cool?
I don't know. I don't know. I felt like I wanted to wear the sunglasses that night. I don't know what you want to tell you.
Well, my wife.
That's the All NFC North podcast, so I'm better than all of them because I'm Vikings. You know what I mean? So yeah. That's all.
My wife calls you Cool Dave, so we can make a segment like it's Cool Dave time.
Cool Dave.
Date Dave. You know what?
Should I wear the hat? Yeah, I don't even know what the heck kind of hat that is, but should I wear that too?
Kangol.
Okay.
Dave's
All
the
right.
best Dave. But yeah, you can follow us on Twitter, Josh Kimmel OUS, at Viking David 18 or at Viking Dave. Who fucking knows these days?
I don't know. Who knows?
We'll be back next week before football starts. You know what we're doing next week?
What are we doing?
We're gonna be locking in player props on whatever website
Ooh.
we're gonna do it.
All
We're
right.
gonna be our lock it in. It's gonna be called our lock it in player props. Like
All right.
Julio, this person. You know, just bring in
Like over under on yards
anything.
or whatever.
Yeah, yards, touchdowns, catches, anything that you think is a lock.
All right.
Anything we want to give our viewers some money. We want to win them money.
I like it.
All right. Well, we're
I like
out of
it.
here. Till then,